dun, dun, dun. We on the holy hope. Get you up in this room right now. I bet you we make a movie wall. Dun, 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 dun. We on the holy hope. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Feud is one of the greatest players of all time, and is also seen as a very humble guy who rarely gets into fights with other players on the court. But there has been a select few who tried to get under Curry's skin, and they end up paying the price.
Village C cheered X200. I'm a victim of trade.
No, the fuck you are not.
He's a true competitor. They think he a little light-skinned dude, but he like a real competitor.
Most of the time when people are
Why that sounding like AI?
so good or something so perfect, so to speak, people don't like that, and that's exactly what you get with Steph.
And by the end of
I ain't gonna lie, bro. We're gonna watch this video. Curry is an all-time great. Some might say he's the best point guard of all time. I'm not here to argue that and say that he's not or that he is. But I know that some superstars, Curry gets the privilege of operating in a certain light that other superstars don't get. When Curry has a bad game, we don't hear about it that much. Not as much as others. Like, when Curry no, I'm sorry, bro. Y'all full of shit. Bro, Curry the other game, I don't know how he's feeling about this game. Curry the other game, gang, Pajinski saved him season and was hooping crazy. Curry was the third best Florida game, and no one said nothing about it. Pre-hate, yo, I'm here to tell you, I do not hate Curry. I promise you. You won't be able to find one bad tweet from me. You won't find nothing from me from Curry. The Warriors are one of the only legit dynasties I could say. When y'all had y'all whole run, I never hated on y'all. I have no hate for y'all at all. Now, if this hurts your feelings, you're just being an insecure Warrior fan. But I'm here to tell you, I do not hate Curry at all. I don't. I actually like watching this motherfucker play basketball because to be that good at, obviously he's good at everything else, but to be that good at shooting, I don't know if I'm ever going to see that again. So I'll be watching it in enjoyment. Obviously not right now because I'm going against my favorite team, going against my hometown team, but absolutely not. But I believe you're wrong respectfully. Gang, maybe it's my Twitter, but it's hate. Okay, Flash, I get you. That's your Twitter. What about from the media standpoint? Like I just said, we watched that game. It is literally facts. Curry got saved that game by Pajinski and Jimmy Butler. And no, like, why is Curry not stepping up? Why is this not? There's no making bullshit dialogue about Curry being needing to step up and all that shit. There's none of that. But as soon as some random step up and save LeBron and all these other, the dialogue shift to, bro, LeBron got to do more. There's no way you're letting this guy save y'all when you're LeBron James. There's no way. Like, but again, Curry's an all-time great, but the way that the media kind of glances over him, I don't want to say protect him. I don't see many superstars getting that light. You're a Curry hater for real. You know what? You emotional as. You want to start calling names, say something? I'm telling you emotional because I just told you, me as a grown man, I never hated against Curry. You emotional as. All right? So boom. But yeah, but shout out to Curry though.
the video, you'll see why it's not the best idea to go against the greatest point guard of all time. Starting with the man whose whole career
Bryson, think of what's up, gang.
by Steph Curry, Chris Paul. Today, there is no doubt that Stephen Curry is a better player than CP3, winning 4 rings and 2 MVPs.
You on Cash Nash? Y'all emotional.
However, it was always seen this way.
Y'all Yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Y'all like superstars and like celebrities too much. Y'all gotta do something about that. Y'all gotta do something about that. Because as soon as they say something about your favorite athlete that you like, in my whole streaming career, Flash, you've been here for a long time, Flash. How many times have you legitimately heard me hating on Curry? Flash, a Warriors fan. Flash to tell you, I do not hate on this. None. Thank you. And Flash a hater. Flash lied and said one of my songs almost killed him. That's why he be hating on my music. I do not hate on Curry. So I've been streaming for 4 years, 5 years. The moment I said something that don't look at Curry in a positive light, all of a sudden I'm a hater. I'm here to tell you, my boy, you liking that grown man too much, bro. You liking that celebrity too much. He not your mama. He not your cousin. I can say something about Curry, and you going to be all right. I'm not offending you. Y'all like these grown men too much. Y'all like these celebrities too much, bro. And you talking to a Kobe fan. I rock with Kobe, but as soon as I said something bad about Kobe, I wouldn't automatically just not listen to this. You're offended. No, you on your period right now, my boy. Your cycle came? You good? You good, bro? You got cramps? Your stomach hurting? Because I'm telling you right now, you've been really emotional, bro. You a man. I need you to shake back. Get it together. Not saying there's nothing wrong with having cramps and having cycles, because, you know, shout out to women. We love about women. We love y'all. We love y'all. But I'm not going to lie. You as a man, you are operating like a woman right now, bro. And I don't think you want to do that. Shake back. But you my nigga, I know you can shake back. You my nigga, I know you can shake back. Shake back, gang. You a grown-ass man. All right, let's keep it going.
Or would finish with a better career. In 2008, a 22-year-old Chris Paul was the top point guard in the league, being selected to the All-NBA first team and coming second in the MVP race, while Steph Curry was just a skinny
this Chris
shot
Paul
from
shit.
Davidson, preparing for the 2009 draft. So after his insane 2008 season, Chris Paul was set to play in the Beijing Olympics. But before that,
I ain't gonna lie, Curry got so many moments up on Chris Paul. One of the easiest ones that come to my mind, that ankle breaker that he got on Chris Paul in that corner. Oh my God. Oh my God. That shit was so bad, nigga. Bro, dog, that's one of the first memes I've seen NBA Twitter go stupid with. They put this nigga on Twisted. Like, well, not Twisted. What's that game, bro? Fuck. When you gotta be on the colors and shit. Dog. Yo, it is Twisted. It is Twisted. They put that nigga on Twister, bro. That shit was bad. Hey, True Warriors fan, let me see what he's saying.
Thenamies Raza just resubscribed for 3 months.
Hey, what's up, gang?
Hey man, Tracer woke.
I appreciate it. Play the clip. I pull it up. I think in the video they're gonna show it. If they don't do it, I'll show it.
All the first options in the league, Steph, KD, LeBron get the most heat because they're first options. The second options Jaylen Brown, Klay Thompson, and Kyrie get to play like shit and nobody talks about it.
With that, where second options do get a pass, yes. I wouldn't put Kyrie in that though. I wouldn't put Kyrie in it. I don't know, like Kyrie don't fit that mold. But the other dudes you're talking about, yes.
True Delusions cheered X200.
But also too, but with Brown too though, like
shit calls niggas see how they treat him on the court. He don't get calls. He can't move freely like other players. He can't even pass half court without being trapped.
Yeah.
His entire career. When he have bad games, it's because the whole team sold out to keep him on human levels of scoring. Pretending like this ain't a factor is diabolical.
No.
Nobody sees the coverages Curry sees.
Gang, first of all, what do you want me to do? Cry because Curry's great? We've never seen a human being come in the game and shoot the way he shoots. What do you want? This nigga can literally ruin your night at any moment. So, guess what niggas gonna do? Trap this fuck nigga from half court. Ray Allen, boy, you need to put that weed down. Trap this nigga from half court, bro. Fuck. Do something. Now, with that Reggie Miller, boy, you one of them niggas that just love the old days. The old days is the old days, nigga. Take them glasses off. You bugging out. All right. Now, anyways, though, boom. Now, when it comes down to Curry, yes, Curry should get more calls. Yes, he should get more calls. I'm with y'all. Yes, niggas be holding him on those screens. I'm with y'all. But also, you cannot be a Warriors fan and watch the Warriors, a team that gets away with numerous moving screens, and then cry about niggas holding him. Y'all getting away with shit. They getting away with shit. It's a give and take. It's a give and take, bro. Now, on top of that, though, every time Curry has a bad game, it's not because niggas is everybody's all out selling out and he having a bad game. Curry human. He's had games where he just couldn't hit that night. But I'm telling you, those nights, you're not going to hear about on the media that much as if Kevin Durant came out and just played. We didn't hear about Kevin Durant that much because his team was ass in the playoffs. But if Kevin Durant have an ass night, I just don't know about this Kevin Durant guy. Like, I don't know if he could just win. He can't win without X, Y, and Z. LeBron, all these theories of shit. Why the fuck he was off that night? He's not a winner. He's not a closer. But Curry can come out and score 7 points, and it's not the headline. When you turn on ESPN, it's not the first thing you see. With these other niggas, when they having these off nights, as soon as they turn on First Take, it's the first thing you see. With Curry, it's not that often. Keep it going, though.
He helped his Olympic teammate LeBron James with his training camp, which had the top college players in the country. And guess who was there? Steph Curry. So little did Chris Paul know at the time, but he was training a player that would make his life hell in years to come. Nevertheless, at the time, Steph posed no threat to him, and the two shared a great relationship. Before Steph's rookie year, he went on a family trip to Disney World with Chris Paul's family.
They was telling Kyrie to retire for a couple bad games.
My wife was at his wedding.
Oh my God, there you go.
His wife was at our wedding.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh man.
Was at his wedding.
Oh my God.
I think him and his wife was at our wedding, but we've known each other for a very, very long time, man.
But then Curry started to become really good on the court, averaging 24 points and 9 assists on insane efficiency. The sudden rise for Steph was great for his career, but other players hated him for it, especially Chris Paul. Everybody on the Clippers, Chris Paul was one of those guys. Chris Paul was somebody Curry looked up to.
Yeah.
Chris Paul used to dominate that matchup. Chris Paul was supposed to be next in line to win a championship.
No, my boy.
Then suddenly,
I'm
it was
sorry.
Steph. That's another relationship where Curry was like, oh, I look up to you. And suddenly, there is a division versus Steph. There's a lot of those. During the 2014 playoffs, we would see Chris Paul get the best of Curry for the very last time, when the Clippers beat the Warriors during the first round in 7 games. And since then, Curry has gone on to win 4 championships, while CP is still chasing his first. And to make it worse for Chris Paul, when he finally had a team in Houston that were on the verge of winning a ring, he got stopped by Curry once again.
Our offense was so potent. Like, we were just nice, like clicking. Who gave us problems, Bugs?
Teams that switched.
Golden State.
And this is when we saw
That Rockets team was, like, in a lot of ways ahead of its time, because the way that Rockets team operated is how teams later on went to play now and win championships from. Problem is, you niggas went cold. And on top of that, though, Chris Paul, niggas is up in the series, bro. Niggas is up. This one I was driving this damn car. I ain't really have no aux in the car. So I was listening to Sports Talk Radio. I'm listening to how hyped the city is. Only for news to flash that come out, you're injured. Now we're down and you injured. And if Chris Paul played that series, I don't think it's a controversial take to say the Rockets is winning, because the Rockets would win that series, because when Chris Paul was on the floor and the way that the Rockets moved, it looked like the Warriors couldn't really. They was a smart team, but they couldn't outdo that team that year. Chris Paul got hurt. It was over. That shit was over. Like, Chris Paul, you just an unfortunate motherfucker, bro, because time and time again, when your team needs you, you get hurt, you're gone, and then all of a sudden when they don't need you this year, you play 82 games.
CP's frustration come to life, as in the 2019 playoffs when the Warriors.
I guess we'll
against
never
the
know. We'll
Rockets
never
in the
know.
West
There you go. Look,
Finals.
Nigga, this shit was so fire in the city, bro.
2000
Chris Paul hooping, hit this damn shoulder jiggle.
When the Warriors.
Nigga, he was out this very next game, if my memory not wrong.
Against the Rockets in the West
The next game, he's gone.
Semi-finals.
And then it's
Curry
over.
wanted to get some shots up the night before Game 6. However, Chris Paul caught wind of the situation. So when Curry arrived at the court, there was Chris Paul putting shots up. Curry offered that they both practice half court, but Paul wasn't having it. Then
He a
Curry
hating
was
ass
kicked
nigga.
off. The
He a
turnovers
hating
in the
ass
court.
nigga. He a hating ass
By
nigga.
halftime of Game 6, Chris Paul's pettiness looked like it was working. As Curry would go scoreless in the first 2 quarters.
Come on now.
However, in the second half, he would have one of the best performances of his career, scoring 33 points and getting the win over
That
the
nigga, bro.
Rockets.
But I gotta ask you about the whole deal. You kicking Steph off the court. Folks said you booted him off the court. Did that actually happen?
No, that never happened.
He's a fucking lie.
It was a good story.
Yo, that shit sound like a Chris Paul story.
Actually talked the next day. You know what I mean? So it's no offense, but it's the media. You know what I mean?
No, that's the other media.
Yeah. Me and Steph actually talked on the court before I shot. Like, we was out there and we was kicking it, but it is what it is.
And Chris Paul's reputation of lying to the media is pretty much confirmed.
Trey type
what
lie.
Curry said after Game 6.
Look, come on, Chris Paul. Real shit. I knew that was a lie when you was talking. Chris Paul, time and time again, when you watch this nigga, that's why he honestly has become one of my most hated niggas like in the NBA. I really like low key don't fuck with Chris Paul like that as far as on the basketball court. He do little petty ass shit time and time again, little bitch shit for real, and then all of a sudden one act like he ain't do it. He stayed doing that shit.
Draymond Green was closely taking note of the situation between the two and shared his thoughts on the matter concerning Steph and CP3.
I don't like CP at all. Like,
my city watch, I'm sorry, bro.
But I respect his hustle and I respect his IQ. He's smart as hell. And and CP was kind of using, like, CP saw Steph coming up. And, you know, once you start to get older in this league, you start to realize, like, okay, this guy is coming. Eventually, he may catch me because I'm going to start to decline at some point. And so I would kind of see CP kind of keeping Steph at bay, but yet fucking giving him a stiff arm at the same time. Now, Steph, you know, Steph ain't, you know, Steph is Steph. Like, we all love Steph, right? He ain't cut like, he ain't got the
I'm missing with niggas like Chris Paul and Draymond lead the game.
He ain't confrontational at all. He ain't confrontational.
Exactly. And so with me coming from where I come from and the way I grew up, I'm kind of watching like, yo, he kind of rock with you, Steph, but he kind of don't. He kind of keeping you at bay. And so I took it upon myself to try to create fucking division there.
In 2023, when Steph and Chris were matched up, Curry proceeded to get an N1 basket against CP, then yelling, "This ain't 2014 no more."
That's tough.
A layup on you. Shit, I don't know what happened in 2014. Y'all been in the playoffs that year? The Clippers? That's like 9 years ago. What happened?
And not long after Chris Paul was traded to the Warriors, joining the same guy who has been a major factor in why he has no rings, which has not only affected his career, but also his family, as he stated that his daughter gets bullied at school over his champion-less career.
Like, my daughter is this.
That's fucked up, bro. Her dad is one of the greatest basketball point guards. Well, point guard, I didn't say basketball. One of the greatest point guards of all time. He's had an amazing career, Hall of Fame player. The other kids ain't caring about none of that shit. Man, that nigga ain't winning no rings. Yo, that's fucked up. Dog, ring coach and motherfucker. Yo, honestly, real nigga shit. I don't want to be on no goddamn, I forgot what they call it, be on no goddamn shoebox or whatever. Soapbox. Ring culture is garbage. It is the worst in basketball. NFL too is, well, NFL with quarterbacks is bad, but ring culture is absolutely fucking garbage. You really can't compare players because rings gonna take over everything. But it is what it is.
Sweetest soul you'll ever meet in your life, right? The sweetest soul ever in your life, but she's at that age now where at school, kids talk crazy to her, right? So she had a little boy, whatever, at school that said some reckless stuff to her. It was like, your daddy ain't never gonna win no championship, right?
PBO, what are you talking about, bro?
So she's special. She'll hold it together there, but when she got in the car, she called, and she was upset.
His time in Golden State was short-lived, only lasting one season.
I ain't gonna lie.
During that time,
you guys start talking shit. You need to tell him say your dad a bum.
And now have nothing but respect for each other. Although Chris Paul and Steph Curry had the chance to squash their beef when they teamed up in Golden State, the same cannot be said with Ja Morant. In 2019, Ja Morant was drafted second overall, and coming out of college, Ja was seen as an explosive guard with insane athleticism, which made him a breakout star. And once he entered the NBA, it only got better, winning Rookie of the Year. And as each year passed, not only did Ja get better, but the Grizzlies did too. By Ja's third season, he was averaging
Fake-ass
27 points and 7 assists, and the Memphis Grizzlies were the second best team in the West. However, things weren't going to go too well for Ja and the Grizzlies for too much longer. Even though Ja grew up in a very average American...
Yo, it's a crazy pause, but it ain't got nothing to do with this. To my dudes that watch the Grizzlies, what do y'all think the Grizzlies need to do as far as to get Ja them some help? Because they got talent on their team. What do they... KD, nah. A wing? Get a wing? Build a bench, a wing. Okay. Trade JJJ. JJJ gots to go. The way that he was operating in them playoffs, I didn't want to hear nothing that he was trying to do at the end of the last game. If y'all watched the last game where they lost, I think it was like a team meeting he was trying to have to try to rally them. One of his teammates pushed that nigga away. Bro, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Get away from me, bro. Zion. I seen niggas say Zion.
Suburb with two loving parents
you was not hoping, bro.
His basketball dreams. Once he got a taste of that NBA lifestyle, he
Bang gotta go. Hell no. I ain't gonna lie. Bang was hooping in them playoffs. That nigga don't gotta go nowhere. He gotta go back home and get ready for next season.
A wannabe gangster. Allegedly punching a teenager at his home, threatening a mall security guard, and having one of his friends point a red laser at the Pacers team bus. As the best player on the Grizzlies, his reckless behavior...
They should have never let Dillon Brooks leave. And I'm dead serious too. They should have never let Dillon Brooks leave. Should have never. Like, he just gave them an extra energy. Like, some niggas on the court, they do that. They be annoying as fuck to the other team, but they give y'all energy.
Behavior would naturally become part of the team's identity.
Jonesu.
Becoming the most egotistical team in the league, Steph and the Warriors had to put them in their place. The Warriors and the Grizzlies faced off in the West semifinals. After the Grizzlies' Game 2 win, Ja walked by Curry, stared him down, and said, "We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun." Then, after the Grizzlies pretty much destroyed the Warriors in Game 5, Ja led the Grizzlies in 7 chant.
Sheesh.
But by the end of the series, the Warriors made it through, winning in 6 games. And Ja tried to play it cool while talking to Draymond. But we all know how he was really feeling. The next year, Ja still hadn't lost his attitude, saying something that still...
we good in the West.
I'm fine in the West.
Yeah, he ain't been good yet.
Grizzlies-Warriors Christmas Day matchup is all but guaranteed. Ja then said, "Nah, in the M. Bring him to the trenches." Draymond responded to Ja, "The champs play at home, young. Christmas Day. I'm coming to you then. Tell him book that shit. I'm on your block." And even though Curry didn't play on Christmas Day against the Grizzlies, it's definitely worth mentioning because the Grizzlies got absolutely humiliated. This game was expected to be a blowout, as the Warriors were short-handed. No Curry and...
Draymond, man, why you had to do it, bro? You punched Jordan Poole. Now he out there hooping, getting useless buckets in Washington. I actually like watching Jordan Poole over there for y'all niggas, bro. That nigga was hooping, bro. Punching on niggas.
And no Wiggins. But for the Grizzlies, they were in full strength. This didn't stop the Warriors, though, with Draymond trolling Dillon Brooks as he misses a free throw. Clay staring over Dillon Brooks.
Look at this nigga.
Draymond blocking and then screaming.
Hey, bro! Celebrating a nigga missed free throw like that is insane.
The Warriors, though, with Draymond trolling Dillon Brooks as he misses a free throw.
Hey, you gotta punch his weak ass, bro.
Staring over Dillon Brooks.
Dog.
And Draymond blocking Ja and then screaming at him. The Warriors won by 14, finally putting an end to their rivalry. Although Curry wasn't as involved in this rivalry, the next one is widely regarded as the greatest of all time. Today, LeBron and Curry are both great friends. From friends to enemies to friends again. And it all started when Steph was playing at Davidson. During his stellar play for Davidson in 2008, Curry caught the attention of LeBron James, who came to watch one of his games. And in this game, Steph dropped 44 points, which definitely impressed LeBron. But LeBron still had no idea that he was watching the very player who was going to stop him from winning multiple championships.
Yep.
Yeah, Stephen Curry. Yeah.
You think he'll be good in the league?
I think so. I think he knows how to play the game of basketball. Of course, you know, being you know, the son of a former NBA player, Dale Curry. he was taught well.
Man, this
how to
30
play
for
the
30
game of basketball.
gon' hit.
So he has the talent. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I was impressed. Played really good against a very
They better not
tough
sell this
defensive
shit,
mind
bro.
Wisconsin. And I think we all know how tough Wisconsin defenses are. And he shattered them.
Like Chris Paul, LeBron was friendly with Steph early in his career.
Side note though, man, LeBron, you're a generation in a lot of ways, man, on the basketball court. But bro, you just one of the craziest liars of all time, and you ain't got no need to be it. Like, bro, he has no reason to lie the way he lie. But this nigga just want to be like, LeBron want to be the coolest nigga at all time, y'all. Like, he been that nigga. He been told he that nigga for the longest. He like, shit, I'm going to show you I'm that nigga even more. Let me lie about this. And then a little lie about that. My nigga don't be lying. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, bro.
As the night before they faced off for the first time, LeBron invited Steph to his house. When you're on the West Coast, you only get one trip to Cleveland.
Man,
so
this
I'm in the
LeBron's
hotel
fucked.
night before the game, and he hit me and was like, "You want to come to the house?" And his house was in Akron. So I hopped in a taxi, head down to LeBron's house. Hung out with him that night. He had a little bowling alley in his basement. Did that. Bryce and Bronny were running around the house, little kids.
The
Crazy.
relationship started off great at the beginning. Not to say it was bad at any point, but it was great when I was
in NCAA's, right?
Exactly, and he came to a couple games, and then he invited me over his house my rookie year before we played Cleveland in Akron.
But as Curry started to get better and better, the relationship between the two began to crumble. In
KD ruined his
2015,
how?
He didn't just take the MVP award, he also took the championship. And in the Warriors' first game back in Cleveland the following season, Curry was asked about being back in the
Wasn't
building.
Steph born in Ohio? Yeah, them niggas born in the same fucking hospital, which is the nuttiest shit ever. If that's, I think it was proven true. But I know Curry not really from Ohio. I think niggas born in the same hospital.
Winning the championship, saying, obviously, walking in the locker room, it'll be good memories. Hopefully it still smells a little bit like champagne. But the Cavaliers team didn't like this and viewed it as disrespectful.
Wait, run that back, run it back.
Finally hit a horn sign.
The relationship between the two began to crumble. In 2015, he didn't just take the MVP award, he also took the championship. And in the Warriors' first game back in Cleveland the following season, Curry was asked about being back in the building and his memories from winning the championship, saying, obviously, walking in the locker room, it'll be good memories. Hopefully it still smells a little bit like champagne.
Oh yeah, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. Don't say that shit on my locker room, nigga. We clean up around here.
But the Cavaliers team didn't like this and viewed it as disrespectful.
When you finally hit a horn sign, we in Cleveland like celebrating, chains was off. Like, all right, this, who knows what's about to happen from here.
You know what's dope when they went back and played next year?
He said he smelled that.
You said
He
that?
said it.
Oh, yeah.
He said it.
Locker room still
That
smell like
nigga say you
champagne.
smell that.
Zach got a little bit of asshole shit talking in him, but he just covers it up with the good image. Yeah. But that shit was slick as fuck.
Boy, no cap, nigga. I'll fuck around and fire the whole cleaning staff because you said it smell like champagne in this bitch, nigga. All you guess what, Kerry? Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. Families is hungry because you said that, nigga. Because they ain't cleaned up enough. Fuck out of here. Smell like champagne.
Smell like shit. I was like, oh, he's an asshole. That shit was funny as a motherfucker.
The following season, Curry
Curry,
snatched the MVP
nigga.
from LeBron again, but in a way we have never seen before, becoming the first unanimous MVP in league history. Something that LeBron narrowly missed in 2013 by just one vote.
I also had an opportunity too to be, I would have been the first unanimous MVP where I got all 100 to be, I would have.
What Ice Spice doing in there? He was inviting anybody in that barbershop. Bro.
In 2013 by just one vote.
I also had an opportunity too to be, I would have been the first unanimous MVP where I got
He not
all
listening for
120
real.
votes, but I got 119.
Yeah. Do you know who the one vote
Yeah,
was?
I know.
Carmelo.
There was a one vote he voted for Carmelo,
It was a writer in New York, man.
No, it was a writer from Boston.
Boston.
Niggas' votes should be taken. Real shit. When somebody do something like that, they votes should be taken. And You're from Boston. Bron smacked you niggas time and time again. Come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga. Good shit. You said it because you was a Bulls fan. And you was a part of the team that he smacked. That's some hoe ass shit. Fuck you. He said, fuck you. Hey, no, Shibba, hold on. Shibba. I'm just talking to that nigga. I know you're a Bulls fan, but I'm just talking to that nigga. All my other, hey, chill. Hey, yo, hey, who? I'm just talking to that nigga. Not all my other Bull fans, just that nigga. Just D-Rose.
Of course.
Boston gonna Boston.
Of course. But I know his name too, but I ain't gonna give him that light just yet. I'm gonna wait for the doc on that one. Yeah.
Curry's brand
Travis
started
Scott's
to
in there,
explode,
y'all.
passing LeBron in jersey and shoe sales. And
Trey
there was a lot of
Avell.
tension observed between the two. Even people close to James often scoffed at Curry's rising star. And the resentment LeBron had for Curry would be on full display after the Cavaliers came back from a 3-1 deficit to beat the 73-9 Warriors in the finals. After pulling off that historic championship run, LeBron
Put on
made
the
it his
Ultimate
life's
Warrior
mission to
shirt.
control the Warriors, wearing an Ultimate Warriors shirt after arriving back to Cleveland. And when he hosted a Halloween party with his Cavs teammates, he had some interesting decorations that included a 3-1 sign and tombstones that had Steph and Clay's name on them. When asked about the party, Curry said, "I'm just going to keep it quiet." But after this, LeBron would never win a ring against Curry again.
Pulls up three-pointer.
Yo, Adelaide, appreciate the goddamn big ticket to sales, gang. No cap, my dog. Please, chat. Spam W to the chat. W10 gifted. I appreciate you. My motherfucking dog, man. Thank you. All right, turn it off. While we turn it off, Kevin Durant just got on the Warriors. It just started to get good. Just
going to keep it quiet. But after this, LeBron would never win a ring against Curry again, as Steph and the Warriors would beat LeBron in their next 2 matchups in the finals.
Those 4 straight years, Cleveland versus Golden State, like if you wasn't wearing wine and gold or you wasn't wearing yellow and blue, like it was literally like East Coast versus West Coast. It was like a rap beef. Golden State owned the West Coast and the Cavs owned the East Coast.
How do you feel about Anthony Edwards is about to be big 3 of the NBA? What do you mean that? What you mean by big 3? Like top 3? I don't understand what you're saying. But listen, all of those finals run, this shit was amazing, spectacular, bro. Like, oh my God, I hope I read that right. Is that what he said? He said big 3. I don't know what you mean, and I'm not trying to be on no bullshit. Top 3. I don't really do like the rankings and shit like that. I just know Ant one of the coldest niggas in the league right now. Period. Especially since he started to shoot the 3 more. At first I wasn't fucking with him doing it, but he be hitting them bitches. Nigga cold, bro. All right. Now, bro, these finals run, oh my God, bro. They was hooping. This whole series changed my view of like basketball in so many ways. And one of the biggest ones that I always said, it made me become a LeBron hater to like neutral. I was chilling. But then he became like on the Laker team. Obviously, I started rooting for him. But then on top of that, like, I got to watch some great hoops from KD, bro. That shit was nuts. KD was hooping.
Then watching our 4 years, like the finals brings out, it's like the crescendo, obviously, of everything that they just talked about.
Fuck KD, let's be respectful. We haven't said fuck no player in here. Let's be respectful, y'all. Let's be respectful.
Like off-season workouts, you might think it's just a pure, I'm just here working on my game, but in the back of your mind, his face is in your head, Kyrie's face, like you're thinking about who you're gonna have to beat to get to the ultimate goal, and you can't shake it.
LeBron, why the fuck your other foot?
It does mess with you a little bit because it can change your attitude on a day-to-day basis. Something can trigger you for no reason, but it brings the best out of you too over the course of the year. And I wouldn't trade those experiences for nothing because it's the ultimate, competition. It's the ultimate adrenaline. It's the ultimate test of who you are as a person. And I feel like it's something we'll cherish for a long time, just because of how much and how long we carry that. Sure.
LeBron, you a better man than me. Because I'd be cool with these niggas individually, but when y'all sitting by each other, I need you bitch ass niggas away from me. Because real shit, they needed Kevin Durant to go on and crush the Bulls record that niggas thought was untouchable. Crush it. Listen to me. Hold on. Hear me out. Crush it. Y'all go in here. Y'all go up 3-1. And you fumbled that the first time in the finals. I don't know how that team come back from there. Real shit. So if they go and meet LeBron, we was injured. I know that, but come on, like, and on top of that, niggas got first of all, everybody hurt at that point. I don't really like to hear injuries at that point in the time. This is me, honestly. But on top of that, it was mistakes that was made. Draymond getting ejected changed the series. Cannot do that. He still do that shit to this day, but you cannot do that in the finals. But whatever though. Let's talk about this shit though. I don't know how the fuck these niggas look if you try to go against LeBron in the finals. Nigga, we just beat this. We just had the best record of all time. We was up 3-1 versus nigga. We didn't beat him. Obviously, this is another I guess you'll never know moments. I don't know if y'all niggas beating that nigga again, bro. And especially watching the way that Kevin Durant hooped in those finals and what y'all needed from him. Y'all need, in those finals, let's talk about, in those finals, y'all needed Kevin Durant to hoop the way that he hooped. He was hooping, bro. Crazy. Again, it's another, I guess you'll never know. But don't get it twisted. It was other niggas on the Warriors hooping. I'm not fucking crazy. Curry had great series. I'm not fucking crazy. But in my opinion, I just don't know. Because of Curry, for sure. And on top of that, y'all still got Clay. Clay's one of the coldest niggas to shoot the basketball as well. When he get hot, he'll change the game easily. But yeah, that's just my opinion.
And during their
respect Jamal, nigga, fuck Jamal Murray. That motherfucker is annoying. Why are we talking about him when we're talking about a great franchise? Fuck Jamal Murray.
Intense matchups throughout the years, they showed how intense these games were.
NBA pettiness is, I don't want to be the sacrificial lamb for your leadership. Like, come on, man, that's messed up.
Making their finals record against each other 3-1. However, since the two stars have become older and more mature, they constantly show respect to one another.
Yep.
Playing the All-Star game together and for Team USA in the Olympics. No matter whose side you're on, we can all agree that they have one of the greatest rivalries of all time. And when they're both out of the league,
what the fuck is that, LeBron?
That's when we'll realize how much they meant to the game. However, Curry and LeBron being the best players of their generation, it only makes sense that they had a great rivalry. However, one player who is nowhere near as good as these two, but continues to trash talk Steph Curry, is Jaylen Brown.
When the
Warriors faced off against the Celtics in 2017, Curry did something to rookie Jaylen Brown that we don't see often, pointing and talking trash. After Curry put Jaylen Brown in a blender and hit this three to end the third quarter, he then started pointing at Brown, saying, "I own your ass." Then signal with his hand that he was talking too much. But the fact that Curry rarely gets this heated, Jaylen Brown must have said something, right? Well, according to Jaylen Brown, no. I didn't say anything to him.
I don't want to hear that, bro.
Open my mouth. He hit a good shot. It was cute. Let's keep playing basketball. And
bro, I don't want to hear I didn't say anything. Bro, anybody that plays sports, everybody talk. Everybody talk. Everybody. Like, and that's why I don't be wanting to hear that, like, oh, he should have never said nothing to him. Bro, you bugging out. If you're not talking on the basketball court or on a football field, I ain't gonna lie, you kind of moving like a bitch. Now, I'm not saying you gotta go above and beyond to be Draymond Green. I'm not saying that, but like, not Steven Adams, I mean, that nigga's a unique case. Like, yo, if a nigga's talking to you first, you better say something. You ain't saying nothing. Kawhi, bitch, man, y'all niggas don't think Kawhi ever say nothing. I'm pretty sure Kawhi hit a bucket. Niggas, shut up. Stop all that talking. Niggas say something, bro. Tim Duncan talk shit, bro. Niggas say something. Y'all niggas is crazy. Niggas don't be on the damn on the court like a mute. Y'all niggas is crazy.
And also added, that was disrespectful.
Y'all taking how they act outside of the game to niggas on the court. When niggas be on the court, there are different people. Dirk, bro. Everybody talk. I don't understand why y'all don't get that. What is this?
Was there someone that you loved, you knew that motherfucker could back it up, and he was going to talk it to you? believe it or not, y'all.
Thank you,
Tim
Shibba.
Duncan. Tim Duncan, shout to Timmy. Tim Duncan, people would not see him verbally saying stuff because he wasn't talking sentences. Timmy would hit you in phrases.
Bomb.
Almost. Just the words right here.
Bitch ass nigga.
Nice try.
Come on, bro.
Shit, no
like,
hardcore shit, just settle this.
Nice try. Hey, bro.
Like this over here.
Like, bro, I don't understand. How you think these niggas on the court giving niggas 40 and not saying anything? Bro, think about you yourself. And I know you're not them. But you're having a game where a bunch of people in the arena and you just gave this nigga 40. You're not going to say anything? You out of line. Oh, yo, as soon as I hit 40, I can't believe you let me get that. Y'all niggas is crazy. You going to say something. What that video at? I got to close these tabs. Nigga said, nice try. Yo, bitch, that nigga really told me, nice try. Fuck out of here. So I think niggas don't think that they say nothing. Another thing, because they don't talk, like you said, he don't talk in full sentences. But on top of that, you don't, the camera not catching Tim Duncan when he doing it. So I think if y'all not seeing him talking on camera, y'all just think he don't do it. Bro, everybody talk, bro. And the way that Dirk moved on the court, I can't believe a nigga say Dirk. I don't know how you don't think Dirk said something. Bro, Dirk came from an era where niggas thought all the players that came from Europe was soft as fuck and couldn't do anything. He's surrounded by all of his peers thought he couldn't make it there. So you telling me you think that nigga came and proved all them niggas wrong and never said nothing on the court? Come on, bro.
You pass without looking.
What is this?
Driving Kevin crazy.
We know KG talk shit.
Shit out here, nigga.
Bro, we know KG talk. Now, it's some niggas that's louder than others, though, easily.
But other players in the league have noted Brown engages in on-court trash talk. Just listen to what JJ Redick had to say.
When we played in London, Jalen was guarding me for that game. At one point in the second half, I'm going to cuss on your show, I'm sorry, but he called me a I looked at him, I was like, I don't play that. He's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
And
like, it's just reflexes. And shout out to him for being like, oh, my bad. But it's reflexes, bro. A nigga dunk. Bitch ass nigga. I don't know. I don't know what make you do it. It's something about me getting the N1. N1, bitch ass nigga. It just make me do it, bro. It's just something about that court. The adrenaline. I'm sorry, bro. Need be like, hey, chill out with that bitch ass nigga shit. All right, my fault. Shit. N1 though. Hey, that's what happened.
Curry wasn't done with Jaylen Brown.
On last clip.
Of the most underrated players you played against?
Shit. Probably Drazen Petrovic.
Drazen was a dope.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you, that motherfucker give me nightmares.
Damn.
Just stick with Drazen. Tell us a little bit about him. What made him so tough?
Yeah, well,
6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah, he's bigger than me. So I'm 6'4". He's about
6'6".
Yeah, he's about that. Yeah, and he come off that motherfucker shooting that bitch. I mean, never seen nothing like it before. I'd rather guard motherfucking Black Jesus, Michael Jordan.
Really?
Than guard that.
Vernon Maxwell, hilarious. That nigga hate Utah.
How bad it was for me and that motherfucker. This motherfucker used to give me buckets. I'd be so frustrated. I couldn't stop this motherfucker. I mean, you can't get this motherfucker in.
Both ways, mid-range,
all that mid-range, all that motherfucker. You know how them motherfuckers in Europe, they got all that triple threat shit.
Yeah.
He had that shit down to a T. Oh man, he's fucking you up with that. Oh my goodness, he was killing my ass with that. I was just jumping all everywhere when he do that shit to me.
That nigga giving him buckets. Hey, that nigga didn't eat right that night, nigga. The day before he played the Nets, nigga, food didn't taste the same, nigga. That nigga said, this motherfucker's giving me buckets.
I come back, try to swipe that shit back. This nigga got me jumping all over the place.
Oh, bro. Good video.
as in the 2022 finals, the Warriors beat the Celtics with Curry winning the finals MVP, having one of the best series of his career.
Yeah, Steph Curry is really good. If you guys haven't noticed, yeah, he can shoot the ball unbelievably. You know, even watching it, playing against it, and even in the finals, I feel like he's taking it up a notch a little bit.
Not only was Curry dominant in the series, but he talked a whole lot of trash. Like when he hit this 3 over Brown, then ran straight over to the Celtics bench and yelled, "I own this place." Or while the Warriors
How
were
we
down
know he
2-1,
said that?
Curry said this to the Celtics bench.
So we sitting there, and he just like, enjoy y'all last win.
Oh.
Drop the mic. That was game 3. And I was just like like us? Like it's 2-1. Like, what you mean? Like, I'm sitting here like this. I'm like, man, what size am I? Like, I need my ring size. It was
Bro,
quiet.
he couldn't lose, bro. He couldn't lose that series.
He said that, and I was just like,
oh my God.
and like in my head, I'm thinking, like, this kept me up at night. I'm like, did he? I'm like, nah, he ain't say that.
You really watch these highlights? You see what this nigga doing, and the nigga got the nerve to start talking to me about something. We talking about shooting, the shooting aspect of the game. Nigga sitting here talking with some motherfucking Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. Boy, if you don't stop this shit, respect greatness.
If you thought Jaylen Brown would have learnt his lesson to not rile up Steph Curry, you'd be wrong. In a
wrong
matchup
with
between the
these niggas,
Warriors
bro?
and the Celtics in 2023, Curry was playing terrible, missing shots, turning the ball over, and getting blocked, racking up only 10 points by halftime. By the third, he committed his 4th foul. And to make matters worse, Jaylen Brown did this.
Get in that post.
Hunting Curry playing with 4, draws the foul,
Little ass boy.
and scores, and says he's too little. 5 fouls against Steph Curry. Jaylen Brown is cooking.
But Jaylen Brown hadn't realized what he had just done. He's thinking he just secured the game for the Celtics, put him up by 12, and gave Curry his 5th foul. Even the Celtics Twitter page got ahead of themselves and posted this. But all of this would come back to haunt Jaylen Brown and the Celtics, because all he did was poke the bear. What was once a 17-point lead, Curry led the Warriors to a 6-point victory, scoring 20 points in the 4th quarter and overtime, while Jaylen Brown only scored 4.
Too small.
Apart from these few beefs, Curry has had a few short back and forths with a number of players. And one of these times is when he embarrassed Patrick Beverly.
Oh,
Pat
Lord,
Bev and
Pat.
Steph Curry do have a bit of a history with numerous...
This motherfucker told this nigga, you had a good run. It's my turn now. It was never his turn. It was never his turn.
There's times where they clashed on the court because Pat Bev's
Nigga,
role as
that
a
next
player
5 years
was trying
mine.
to get under players' skin by talking trash, exaggerated defense, even injuring opponents. And Curry was no exception.
He puts the shit out of Chris Paul.
Steph didn't think this worked on him.
What have you noticed what Patrick Beverly does to try to get under your skin? How have you tried to handle that in past matchups?
Just play basketball. That's what we're out on the court to do. Antics and all that kind of stuff is likely to happen. Nothing distracts me from playing basketball. So, historically speaking, it hasn't worked, and I'm going to continue to again, just play basketball.
When Kawhi Leonard and Paul George signed with the Clippers in 2019 and were looked at as one of the top teams in the league, Patrick Beverly was so confident in the Clippers that when he was matched up with
The
Steph Curry,
next
he
5
told him,
years is
"You had the
mine."
last 5 years. The next 5 years are mine." Steph replied with, "Aren't you 31?" And as we all know, Patrick Beverly's statement,
Hey, bitch, don't bring up my age, oh. Hey, bitch. Hey, man. Hey, boy, fuck you, nigga. Hey, gang. Curry fried this thing. Hey, bro. Dog. Pat, why did you say that, bro? Why did you say that shit? Didn't they trade this nigga the next year, I think? Real Chicago nigga. Yo, this nigga Pat funny, bro.
Steph replied with, "Aren't you 31?" And as we all know, Patrick Beverly's statement aged like milk, as the Clippers played well below expectations in their
Oh, the
5-year
same
run,
year?
not even making it to the finals once, mainly because Kawhi and PG hardly played.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Curry and the Warriors won a championship in 2022. However,
That is the
Pat
most
Bev
random
does not
championship
say
ever.
this.
Like, don't get it twisted. It's a good team, but
Quote of Pat Bev saying,
how?
"The next 5 years are mine," never was said and never happened.
Nah,
just Clippers, we just put the monster team together as we thought.
I don't know, bro.
As we thought, looking back on it. It was like, no, you had your time. Like, now it's time to switch it up. It wasn't never like a 5 years or, come on. You know. But it was good. So, you know me, I'm like, okay, all right, let me run with this. Like, okay, cool. Like, the internet is the internet. And it played out the way it's supposed to play.
And Patrick Beverley described how hard it is to guard Steph.
Do guys in the NBA go to sleep early the night before playing the Phoenix Suns? Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You mean as a team, or would you talk about Chris Paul individually?
Chris Paul individually.
Okay.
No. I'm going to Steak 44 over there in Phoenix. I'm gonna have me a nice little wine, probably sweat it out, and the pregame shoot around and get ready for Chris Paul. Steph Curry, I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock. Mom, don't call me. My girl, don't call me. I'm locked in right now.
But it might come as a surprise that Pat Bev and Steph Curry have actually been friends since they were kids.
You know, Steph's like
the
a brother.
Fuck?
You know,
Oh shit! I never knew this.
Relationships with the people I do have in the NBA, but freshman year in college, roommates. USA team roommates.
I've never knew this.
Sophomore year in college, Paul Pierce camp, roommates. LeBron James camp, roommates. These are things people don't know, but we've been knowing each other since we were pups. So it's crazy. I got kids, he got kids. We finally talking about the boy he had, he been trying to have, and So.
If we have learned something in this video, it's that when you
That
trash
nigga
talk
say,
Steph
ain't
Curry,
you 31?
you're going to regret it. And Kevin Porter Jr. found this out the hard way. A
What the fuck
21-year-old
Kevin
Kevin
did?
Porter Jr. decided to stare down Curry while he was in a slump. But all he did was poke the bear.
Definitely bring another level of competitiveness when fun stuff like that happens during the game. I take it all as entertainment, and sometimes you need a little boost.
The time Kevin
Your
Porter
man's,
stared at
hey, listen, when that nigga was on the Rockets, Kevin Porter was giving some buckets. Like, he showed some potential. Then obviously we know how everything unfolded, but I don't remember the stare down.
Curry, Steph only had 16 points in the third. And for the last month, he had been shooting 29% from three. But after that incident, Steph went ballistic, scoring 24 points. 21 of those came in the fourth, helping the Warriors seal the victory over the Rockets. And since we're on the subject of trash talk, one player who talks a whole lot of trash, but most of the time gets humbled, is Julian Newman. And
I'm about to say what Curry did to Newman.
I think you'll be surprised to find out what he's doing now. So,
man, we don't care. That nigga was on stream trying to fight. Oh no. He was trying to fight Uno the activist. I was like, nah.
Only who thinks his own way.
Get you up in this room right now. How about you? We make a movie wall. Dun 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 dun. We out the holy hall. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.